Hi there, and welcome to the Elliott Confidential Podcast. I'm Christopher Elliott, here with my boys, Aiden and Aaron.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Hey, good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Feeling good.
Well, we've had another very interesting week in Paris, but we didn't stay in town for all that long because we got out of town and went to the Loire Valley, and we'll tell you about that in a minute. But first, our question of the week.
What is the most cliched thing that you have ever done while you're traveling? It could be something like, I don't know, visiting Paris.
Yeah.
Good one, Aaron.
But what's the most cliche thing that you've ever done, Aiden?
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, well, whenever you're in Chicago, you gotta do it. And we were there not too long ago. I shot a man with a handgun.
What?
And by handgun, I mean camera. And by shot, I meant took a picture.
Oh, okay.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Was that a good one?
That's a video game.
Did you get a little chuckle out of that?
Yeah, okay. I try to stay away from cliches, but I think that visiting Athens was a little bit of a cliche and doing all the Athens things, like going to the Acropolis and everything. But it's still fun, though.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Or like going to the Leaning Tower of Pizza and going, oh, it's falling on me.
Did you say pizza?
I said pizza.
Pizza. Yeah.
Oh no, it's this photo.
No, it's the photo that they take where.
It's falling onto me.
It was only about a 2-hour train ride from Paris to the Loire Valley, and here we are actually getting on the SNCF train, the high-speed train that took us to Tours.
Overpriced train system in France. How much did we pay for our train tickets? It feels like a plane ticket. It's more expensive than one.
Yeah, we paid almost 400 euros for all three of us to get there and back.
That's insane.
Which is a little bit much. I remember these trains here when they were new, and they were pretty impressive, but they're starting to look a little bit threadbare when you go in them. The seats are a little worn out.
They're not even good trains. They're just really run down, expensive.
But they're fast.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. They're better than the German trains because the German trains are always, they're never on time. So these French trains are actually more timely.
Yeah, but not as good as the Swiss trains. But the Swiss trains are much more expensive probably than SNCF.
But at least you have beautiful views and countryside and stuff. I mean, there were pretty good views on this train, but imagine taking what's the one that goes up the hill?
It's a funicular?
Oh, the
funicular. Taking one of the funiculars and going through the inversion layer between beautiful bright green summer to winter, and everything becomes white. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but we didn't tell you about the news. So this just happened in Portugal, is that one of those funiculars going up and down, actually it derailed and 14 people died just recently.
Okay.
Whoa.
Can you imagine being in a funicular and going...
Yeah, I can imagine. And going all the way down and you crumple.
Yeah, no fun. Oof. This is the Château de Candes. It is a 13th century castle in the Loire Valley. It actually overlooks the Loire. It's beautiful, and this is where we stayed for a couple of nights. Really takes a nice picture, and I don't know if you can see below that's lavender right down there, so you get this beautiful smell as well when you get out of your room. So we stayed in one of the towers. The people there were extremely nice to us, and this is the general manager here.
That guy is interesting.
He had an interesting backstory, Bertrand, because he used to be a fire juggler. Not just a juggler, but a fire juggler.
Now, and that takes a lot of physical strength, right? You're performing on stage,
right?
And you're juggling fire all the time, doing flips and stuff. I mean, he was on China's Got Talent. His wife's Chinese.
He's a famous guy.
Yeah.
So he's managing the hotel now, but what they're doing is they're creating a hotel that merges wellness and art.
Yeah.
So they have art exhibits and artists in residence and that kind of thing.
He does performances at the hotel. He does his juggling sometimes.
This is some of the art that they have here. This is a lot of it's very modern, but there's also some traditional art.
Yeah.
Part of the hotel, though, is underground. Check this out. This is a picture of you in the spa. I know you're going to give me a hard time when I say the troglodyte spa.
Yeah. So a little bit of I don't know if they want to use that word. They were like, yes, we have a troglodyte spa, which is great. Underground spa. If only in English we didn't use troglodyte to mean stupid person. I mean, when I first read that, I was like, oh, great, they have a spa for stupid people. I should go there.
And there you are. And there
Okay,
you are.
great. That's a little underhanded there.
Here's one of the rooms.
Okay. And then now we have this place.
This is Didier, who is Bertrand's father, and they split their time between St. Bart's and Quebec and here. See the art in the rooms. These are some of the new rooms that they have. Very nice.
Yeah, and the art all around the area is insane. Like they have multiple resident artists there. Like I think it's like 4 a year.
They have an artist residency program.
Yeah. And they have something 4 or 5 artists per year come and they do art.
How many did they say were there all time? Because I think it was some ridiculous, like 400 or 500 artists.
No. It was more like 40 or 50.
50? Oh,
There was something like 70 over the full existence of the program.
We're not reliable sources on this, but it's a lot.
We stayed in the tower, which is a literal tower from the 13th century, and this is the top of the tower, the bedroom. You can see that this is all load-bearing here, the wood up there. It's really cool. Like, it's a circular building. And so Aaron and I stayed here, and then you stayed in the room underneath and did some streaming.
Yeah.
Here's another picture of Monique and Didier, the parents of the general manager, and they're just hanging out, having a good time with us.
Monique was so fun to be around. She has such a personality. And I remember us on the boat talking with her, and she's just a very, very interesting person.
She is. Okay.
She knows everybody around the town, too.
Let's get to the boat, though, because we took a boat trip on the Loire.
Oh, yeah, I got ahead of myself. Okay, we took a boat trip.
And this guy here, the captain, took us on this is a fishing vessel.
Yeah, he's the most French-looking person I've ever seen.
Extremely. Let's get a close-up shot of this guy here. This is him. He is
and you
very,
even have
very
like
French.
the window thing. Like, I feel like I've seen it in a cartoon somewhere before.
Yeah, right. It was a beautiful day. It rained a little bit, and then it got sunny, and then it rained a little bit, and it got sunny.
He looked so French that I almost felt offended on his behalf. Like, I feel like this is one of the American cartoons back in the day making fun of French people because of how French this whole situation looked.
It was very French.
Yeah.
Aaron, this is a picture of you taking a picture of Aiden. This is very meta. What were your impressions of the Loire River?
I think that, so one interesting thing, this place is called Château de Candes. Candes means in some old Gaelic language, old Celtic language, basically confluence. It's where the Vienne and the Loire River
What is
meet.
confluence?
Confluence is where two rivers
meet.
Oh.
Yes, confluence.
Sorry, I haven't been reading very much recently.
That's what Candes
More
means.
coffee.
Yes. No, coffee makes you smart. So
I've
that's
actually had
Really?
3 cups.
Oh, it must
I've
be
had
really
3
smart
cups. I have
then.
no excuse. Sorry, continue.
Anyway. No, so that's what Candes means. And so when you look at the river, it really is it's picturesque. It's particularly nice if you came in summer. Unfortunately, we came a little bit late and the weather wasn't as nice. So I wouldn't have recommended it then at the time that we were taking it. But when the weather is just perfect and everything is nice and sunny and green and beautiful, then 100% I'd recommend going up and down the river. It's probably an amazing experience.
Yeah,
But I can tell you that the best time of the year probably would be the springtime, like late spring when everything is in bloom. I'm sure it's beautiful. Here's a picture of us in a happy moment on the boat. I thought this was an old boat. I asked the captain when it was built. He said, 2010. They built these in the old style, but this was a fairly...
There was a bed on that boat and a full kitchen.
Full kitchen, bed.
Yeah.
And it was
You
awesome.
could have had a nice evening on that boat.
We also had a chance to visit a mushroom farm while we were there. And this is Aiden trying to get high by sniffing the mushrooms. Yeah, I'm really sorry to disappoint you, but these aren't those kinds of mushrooms.
I asked. I was like, hey, are any of these psychedelic? And they're like, I better hope not. I've been eating them all day. And then the guy collapsed in front of me.
We had stuffed mushrooms in the restaurant, and they were delicious. It was really great to see how they turn these mushrooms into food. And the French love mushrooms.
Yeah,
Champignons.
I will say, me and Monique were talking, and we were having a little gossipy chat, and we were like, yeah, the mushrooms were not that good, actually.
Well, I think it's like one of those things is when you take someone out for lunch, you say, well, in my kitchen, I can do it better in my kitchen.
Well, no, she was like, no, I just don't like them. They're like traditional style. If you like traditional style food, go out, have the mushrooms. Otherwise, I don't think they've changed that recipe for over 100 years.
Let's check out some of the photos here. This is some of the art from the hotel. They were into gorillas. They have a lot of gorillas. And they were doing the gorillas before the gorillas got popular, too. They made sure that we knew that. Very nice hedges that have been trimmed and manicured, and I don't even know what the topiaries are. They're called topiaries.
Oh, yeah. Those trees, the cut trees. I don't want to say well cut. Like the well groomed trees. It rained and we sat under it and it was very serene. Like imagine it starts raining and then there's like this perfectly shaven tree and you can just sit right under it as an umbrella. It's like very calming. I don't know why, but that experience, it's stuck in my head. It's very, I don't know, it feels like you're in like a cartoon.
Well, speaking of calming, I did want to show this other picture of our, this is our tower that we stayed in, and here's the lavender.
Yeah.
So I got real close. You can, once you're this close to the lavender, you can really smell it, and it has a calming effect. And I noticed that Didier would go over and he would pick some of the lavender and rub his hands and smell it, and he would go, like it's very calm.
Yeah, all of the nature there, it like reminds me of Alice in Wonderland or something.
Yeah.
You're just like sitting around and it's like, it's nature, but it's like really well kept, well trimmed nature. It almost seems like it's fake, but it's totally real. It's an interesting experience.
Here is Aaron on assignment in the castle interviewing Monique. Aaron, what did you think of the castle?
Well, the main castle building is some part that gets rented out. It has something like 7 bedrooms. It's a very cool experience. It has like 2 kitchens. It has an interesting staircase as well. A lot of art around it because that's a part of the whole hotel's experience. And I don't know, I thought if you're going to rent out a place for like a very special occasion, then that makes it makes a lot of sense. But otherwise, I felt like you get all the amenities that you need. In the other rooms, of course, they have a restaurant and other things. But really the thing is you're so far from everything. The nearest town is Saumur and...
well, they have a small town there, and they have a boulangerie.
Kind of small.
They have one restaurant.
Yeah.
But it's not a big town. It's not a big city. Like if you want Paris, this is the countryside.
And I will point out from the pictures that you're showing, is Monique has an incredible sense of style.
Oh, she does.
See her hat?
That hat was so cool. Yes.
Yeah, we just couldn't stop looking at the hat.
I know.
It had actual paint on it. Somebody painted on it, and you can tell it's real paint and not printed because the paint comes off. It's like thick globs of paint.
No, someone painted that hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I say globs. It's like a very unflattering word, but the hat is very flattering.
Yeah, it was great. I liked the chateau a lot, and it was a really welcome break from Paris, which is a little more high stress, high pressure. I would go back there in a heartbeat, especially in the springtime. I think the springtime is really probably the most beautiful time of year to be there, and I want to spend more time on the Loire. I think that one way of doing that is a lot of people go on a bike tour or a bike trip along the Loire, which would be really cool. From there, we came back here, and we had one more highlight that we wanted to share with you, which was our friend Chef Cara, with 3 A's, and he works for a company called Take a Chef. They really wanted to show us how a private chef can come into your house and make lunch for you or dinner, and so Chef Cara will show. This is a picture of Chef Cara. Came into our small blue ground rental and made lunch for us. He made cauliflower appetizer and ravioli and a really nice chocolate mousse, very French. What did you guys think?
Well, I wasn't able to have any, so I'll speak. I think that the food was pretty good. It was definitely the kind of experience that you would get at a 5-star restaurant,
like a Michelin-starred restaurant.
It was that kind of experience. It's not for everyone, but I think if you are interested in that, that's... But I think the people who are into that know, they know, you can get a private chef.
Yeah. I don't know if this will upset anybody, but the reason I didn't have the food is because I slept through it all. I slept in my room.
Heinz been getting up at noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so she's still, I don't know.
Because of the time difference.
Time zone.
And I got to do the live streams when people are awake in the United States. Okay? Don't worry, I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed, okay, guys? And now we're going to go through your answers to last week's question. And the question was, where is the weirdest place that you have gone swimming? And we didn't give much of an answer because we don't like going swimming very much. But I did say, don't mention the Dead Sea, because that's where everyone says, oh, interesting place going and swimming. Oh, Dead Sea, it's all salt water and you get to float and all that. Hopefully nobody said Dead Sea. Maybe they did to spite me. Let's see.
Actually, we do have one person who said
Let's see the
that.
answer. Oh, they did. Let's see.
Yes. No, Cheryl said swimming in exotic locations is always a goal for me. I would say the best was Siwi Oasis in Egypt. So that's close, okay? But she did. I don't think she said the Dead Sea.
Oh, you're on thin ice.
Yeah,
thin ice, Cheryl. You're on thin ice. Okay, let me do another answer.
Right. Carol Farr says hot springs in Costa Rica, where one can move to different temperatures. That I've actually seen that, where they have the inversion layers, and actually there's one where it's saltwater and freshwater. I don't know if that's in Costa Rica.
Do you ever think somebody like swam there and it's like warm water and then they go a little deeper and then they freeze solid?
I have gone diving in places like that.
And then you go down there and there's just a bunch of statues. And you're like, oh, look at these cool statues. Oh my God, it's a human.
No.
Lee writes, I don't know that I've attempted to swim in strange places, but one of my favorite places to swim was around the cave areas at the island of Milos. And I'll say this, I think caves are interesting, but swimming in caves maybe not as interesting for me, and definitely diving in caves. I have no interest in doing that.
Yeah, you don't want to
do that.
Go under and then never come back.
Well, especially in tidal regions. But I don't know what the tides are like in Greece. I imagine they're maybe not as severe as it's not like some parts of Canada where you get 17-foot.
Oh yeah, when
tides.
you're in like an archipelago like Greece, where it's like a bunch of different islands, usually it's very calm because the waves from the big sea, they don't travel very far, right?
Yeah, but the one fear I have is that you can see inside the cave and then the sun changes position and all of a sudden you can't see out of the cave, or that the tide rises and the opening to a cave actually closes.
Yeah.
That's no.
Or you go into a small cave and then you get stuck and then you can't get out.
That's never happened to you guys.
No, it's happened to people before though.
But you just read about it somewhere.
Yeah, it's called Nutty Putty. Don't search up Nutty Putty.
Okay.
We also have some unrelated comments. Sam writes, hey Sam, I'll respond to your email that I haven't responded to yet.
Hi Sam.
Hello Sam. She says, I enjoyed this episode, especially the comments about how hot it is. Oh yes.
It was hot.
Very hot. Yeah. I've been to many countries, but Greece is the only country where I got seriously heat sick. Yeah. Anyone can go there and get heat sick. I mean, seriously, even if you're really in shape and you have no fat on your body, you can walk out there and the heat will just hit you. It's almost like Texas, Houston, Texas. In the middle of summer, you walk out and it's like an oven because of how humid it is. And even though, and actually, the crazy part is that Greece is dry, which is funny because it's right next to the ocean, but it's really dry, and it still feels like Houston for some reason, like the heat, the humid oven heat of Houston. So yeah, I mean, everyone has to worry about that.
Yeah, well, when we got to our Airbnb in Sparta, the first thing, actually it wasn't us, it was our relatives. They were so hot that the first thing they did is put all of the ACs on full blast, and even then, it was still hot.
The blinds as well.
It was still hot.
It didn't cool off. Mm-hmm. Nancy, also an unrelated comment here, says, I really enjoyed this episode. Thanks, Nancy. The boys had me laughing out loud, and it's always nice to get a young person's perspective on being a young person.
Thanks, Nancy. Shucks. You shouldn't have.
We're gonna end this podcast in a unique way this week, but first, our question of the week, which is, what's the most cliche thing that you've ever done? We're about to do something really cliche for Paris, which is we're gonna eat some food. We're gonna try. We wanted to give you kind of something more authentic, if you will.
Last podcast, there were some questions about whether this was becoming a food podcast.
And it is.
And I decided that it would become a food podcast.
So we have
this is my suggestion.
From Helen's book in the Latin Quarter.
Yeah, it's called Helen's book.
This is a banana.
We have double chocolate peanut butter banana bread.
It looks good.
Yummers.
Yeah.
Let's give this a try.
Yeah.
Okay, should I just take a bite?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I had a knife.
How is that?
Oh my god, that's a lot of peanut butter.
Well, maybe
that's because the peanut butter's on the top.
Bites.
Oh my god.
Here, I'll try a little bit.
It's on the top of my mouth. That's just peanut butter on the top.
It's supposed to. I told you it had peanut butter in it.
Oh my god, that's a lot of peanut butter.
Oh man.
Double chunk chocolate, peanut butter, banana bread. Crumble cookie, Labubu, Dubai
This
chocolate.
is your first meal of the day, too. Mm-hmm. Isn't it? And it's, I should say, it's 3:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, Dad.
Oh,
That was
that's really good.
that was a little underhanded as well.
Backloaded.
I will just.
Just being honest. Hey, save some for me, guys.
This is yummy. This is yummy.
But wait, there's more.
We also have a cinnamon roll.
Now, you thought this was babka, but it's really cinnamon roll.
It's a cinnamon roll.
Again, from Helen's book. We're not being paid to promote this. This
We
is
just passed by.
Helen's book in the Land
Well,
Quarter.
we passed
we
by,
found
not
it
you.
You guys
today,
passed by. I was sleeping.
and we went in, and they were actually very nice to us, even though we were American. They said, "Hey, what are you looking for?"
Oh, this is very good.
I said, "This looks really good." Hold on.
Well, that's very good.
Oh,
Okay.
I haven't had anything like that in a long
so
time.
not too sweet. By the way, these are all like plant-based. These are not.
Wow.
They don't have any eggs or milk.
It reminds me when we used to live in Florida, we would
Yeah.
always, on the weekends, we would go to
No, that's-
Panera Bread,
that's a little bit more.
and then we'd go to Disney World. What a life.
Okay.
Well,
Come back next week for more food podcasts.
we will do more food next week.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll find something. Maybe we'll do like a tour de baguettes.
All right.
Anyway, good to see you again, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Até mais.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.